New York is our favourite city in the world, but with its tall observation decks and helicopter rides available to you, it can be extortionate, but it doesn't have to be. Here's our top 10 free things that you can do in New York.
So first up at number 10, and it's St Patrick's Cathedral. Every time we go to a city, if ever we want to see somewhere cheaply, we always go to a cathedral. Now, St Patrick's Cathedral is a lovely cathedral and it is just outside the Rockefeller Centre. So if you are visiting that area, it's a perfect place to go. Go there, light a candle for someone, take in the architecture. It is a fantastic place. So number 9, and this is a location that is best enjoyed after dark.
So number 9 is Times Square. So everyone's heard of Times Square. It is very dazzling. It's very busy, but it is a spectacular. So everyone should at least go and see it once.
Fun fact about Times Square, did you know you can see it from space?
I did not know that.
There you go. So fun fact about Times Square.
That's how many lights there are then.
It's not just about lights, there are characters there. So we saw someone dressed up as a Statue of Liberty, saw someone dressed up as a gorilla. Now, one thing I will say, be really careful when you see these characters, because what they'll do is they'll try and get you to pose for a photo with them. They'll probably use your phone with an accomplice and they'll try and get money off of you before you get your phone back. So if you see them, take a photo from a distance, but don't pose next to them for a selfie because it could be problematic.
I don't think they all use underhanded tactics, but yeah, just be aware.
So in at number 8, and there is a clue in the attire that Claire's wearing. So if you look at Claire's t-shirt, I wonder if you can guess. Go on, Claire.
It is, of course, the Friends building. So the outside of the building is what they used for the Friends filming, and it is quite nice. It's not, Central Perk is not underneath it.
No.
But there is a cafe. We didn't go in the cafe.
Yeah, it actually looks like a bit of a Parisian restaurant, if I'm honest, like a French bar, restaurant, bistro type thing.
Yeah.
In terms of finding it, so it's on the corner of Bedford Street. If you go on Google Maps and if you look for Bedford Street, when I looked, it was actually on there as the Friends building. It should be easy enough for you to find.
If you're a big Friends fan, it's a must.
So in at number 7, and I'm not talking about the film, it's Dumbo. Claire, what's Dumbo?
Dumbo is a place over the Brooklyn Bridge, and it's down under Manhattan Bridge Overpass. That's what it stands for. But you can get some amazing photos with the bridge in the background. There's some iconic photos that are out there, so you go and recreate them. It's really good.
But one word of caution, before we went, we watched all the YouTubers on going there and what to do there. If you do not get a photo of the Empire State Building through the archway, you've never even been there.
You failed.
So you have to get that shot, and that's how you know if the shot's right.
Go early, because everyone wants the iconic photo, and obviously the street is a normal street. There will be cars parked and stuff, so go really early to get pictures without the crowds.
But to give you an idea of how busy it gets, when we were there was a guy that parked up an ice cream wagon because I think he was taking advantage of the tourists that go. Number 6, and it's amazing for me because anyone that watches either of our channels, you will know that I love my trains, and that is Grand Central Station. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is spectacular. And if you're a Gossip Girl fan, it's a must, because some of the scenes were specifically filmed there.
Oh wow, I didn't realise that. So a little tip is, if you're travelling around and you're using the subway to get from A to B whilst you're in New York, it's obviously great to be mindful of if you're passing through Grand Central Station. Pop your head up and have a look at the main concourse whilst you're passing through. So you don't have to go out of your way to go there, but absolutely check it out while you're passing through. Number 5 is also train related, or it may well have been in the past, and that's the High Line. I'm going to let Claire explain the High Line.
So the High Line is on a raised level, and you can virtually walk through various sites of New York. The best thing about the High Line is there's an art feature towards the end. When we went, it was a massive pink tree, so we got some beautiful photos. It's quite a sight. At the minute, I think it's a giant pigeon, and it does change every couple of years, I think. So I think it's due to change soon. So I'm interested to see what it's going to be next.
So there is a part that you've forgotten to tell the people, and I don't know if it's because you didn't realise, right? But it is also based upon an old train line. So it used to be an old train track that used to go there.
I did know that, but it's just I'm not a train geek, so it wasn't first on my list.
It was very exciting for me. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So in at number 4, and I'm going to put a bet on the line here, and that is that I don't think you'll be able to see New York from this high free of charge anywhere else. And that is the 230 Fifth Rooftop Bar. Now you found this, didn't you?
Yes, it's amazing. So you go up there. It is a bar, and there's various different floors. Obviously, you can go to the top to the rooftop bar. So it's free to enter. It's free to enter, but obviously you probably are going to buy a drink when you're up there, even if it's just a Coke.
Yeah, don't be tight.
Yeah, so go up there, and then it's all sort of lit up. There's some domes, and you can see pretty much most of Manhattan from up there. I think you can see the
Empire State is the best. That's the best view because that's right next door.
Lit up at night, so it's beautiful, and they do some nice cocktails up there as well.
Absolutely. Just on that, you can book a table, which is where the cost will come in, and if you don't turn up after booking the table, they also take a charge off of you. However, if you want to go on the off chance, and we did, and we found somewhere to sit, in actual fact, we found 2 places to sit. One was in Smoker's Corner, so we moved to somewhere else.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't have a problem finding somewhere to sit.
Okay, so we're now moving into the top 3. Have you seen your favourite yet?
No, so you might not have, because it might well be this one. So in at number 3 is the 9/11 Memorial Garden. Now, this is a fantastic place. You've got 2 infinity pools that stand on the plan of where the original Twin Towers used to be. You've then got the new World Trade Center that overlooks it, which that's amazing, but you have to pay to go up there, so I'm not featuring it on this video. It's a place of peace and serenity. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but it's a magnificent, spectacular tribute to what happened there. Obviously, everyone knows what happened there. But not only that, there is a calm and peacefulness there, but there's also just by there's a big survivors tree, which is obviously you can go and have a look, and there's I think there's all labels and names and things. So it's very humbling to go there and to pay respects. So it's a nice place to go.
There is a bit of a story about the tree. So the tree was actually dug up out of the wreckage, and it was taken away from the site. It was planted somewhere else, and it was nursed back to fitness, and then it was taken back and it was planted back there. That is kind of a sign of...
So it symbolises the strength.
Yeah, we go again. So, people try and kick us down, and to quote a song from the 1990s, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. So it's enough of talking about Chumbawamba. We are now at our top 2. And I reckon you could probably guess this because it's quite iconic, and it is Central Park.
Central Park, yes. Central Park is massive. There's so much to see there. We only saw a small part of it, but John Lennon's ashes were actually scattered in the Strawberry Fields Memorial to him. And there's also a big iconic mosaic with Imagine on it. So there's that to see. There's so much. You can walk around it. There's a beautiful lake.
Do you remember what was in the lake?
There was turtles in the lake. It's just so picturesque and nice, isn't it?
So if you like your films and things like that as well, there's a couple of things to bear in mind. So you have got the hotel from Home Alone. You get a cracking view of that from, I'm going to say, the southeast corner of the park. You've also got somewhere that we never actually managed to get to, but you've got the lake that was used in Stuart Little. They were racing boats on that lake.
Okay.
My knowledge of films isn't as great as Claire's. Claire could probably list off tons of films that were filmed in Central Park. Called I've put her on the spot now. So
You've Got Mail. I think that was something.
Yeah, I believe they
Central
walked
Park.
through there.
So
check out things like that as well. Have a nice walk around. I actually think if you've got nothing else to do for the day, you could probably spend a good half a day to a majority of the day in Central Park. Oh, and take a picnic with you.
Yeah.
We went to a bagel store the first time we went. We bought some bagels and we ate some bagels in Central Park.
I had peanut butter and jelly because you've got to do that when you're in New York.
Yeah, sorry. That's weird.
If you're used to our other YouTube channel, you know that we normally have a picnic in the camper van. Claire, where are we now having a picnic?
Central Park.
And what you got?
I've got a peanut butter and jelly bagel. It's a proper New York thing to do.
So like people have aspirations to do things in life. One of Claire's biggest aspirations was to eat a New York bagel.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know how she gets on with it.
Oh my god, it's going to be messy.
To make good content, it's going to be messy. Look at this, guys.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I'm just going everywhere.
Look at the face, look at the face, look at the face. It's good.
So it is the moment of truth, and it is number one. You've got to be able to have guessed this if you've not seen it come up. It is Brooklyn Bridge. Now, Brooklyn Bridge at night is so spectacular that when we came back from New York, I said to Claire, look, we did lots of things that cost us an exorbitant amount of money, like going up big buildings, going in a helicopter. And I said to Claire, what was your favourite thing that you did in New York? And she said Brooklyn Bridge, which was free. So my advice to you is if you're going to New York, don't do anything else. Don't spend any money. Don't treat yourself. Just go and walk across Brooklyn Bridge.
I enjoyed everything. I love bridges, and that is now my favourite bridge so far that I've been on. And yeah, you can get some amazing photos. You can see the views. All the arches all lit up. It's just gorgeous.
Now, joking aside, I'll be honest with you, it probably was my biggest surprise because I didn't expect to be as blown away as I was. So when you go across the bridge, if you turn around and look back at Manhattan, that's when you get your amazing shots, your amazing views. If you're taking photos, things like that. Little tip for you is when you're walking alongside, you've got the cars underneath you. Take a time lapse of the cars because it looks absolutely awesome, especially when you get the yellow taxis come over because they are quite iconic. So there we go. That is our top 10 of New York. Really interested to see if you agree with these, if you've been before, if there's any that you never thought to go and see. Let us know. Let us know what you're planning to see. Let us know what you have seen. Comment down below. And if you like this video, please do like, comment, subscribe, share it with other people, and come back for more because we've got quite a lot of New York content. So I think we'll leave it there, but thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.